this year, once again, the October 31 sun up to sundown silence really matters. It matters in a way that it is just an expansion of last year times a quantum quotient that I could not even begin to offer to you. That's the importance of this moment right now. And let's breathe that in. And Sri, why don't we just go right to the up level calendar?
Absolutely. And while I'm pulling that up for you, I want to remind you of something. And that something is that your energy contributes to everything going on. And when we take a moment to take time out of time, we're stabilizing the collective timeline.
There it is.
And so this is why this October 31 is so important.
And really breathe that in to stabilize this collective timeline. As you're gazing at the October up level calendar right now, what I want you to really pay attention to is bring your eyes to the 24th, bring your eyes to yesterday, and then gaze at 24 through 30. And what you're going to see is, if you just keep your eyes there, is that it's about these radiations from all of the unified field that you have been creating and calling into the experience of October. This week, it's like the 26 and 27 are like an embrace. Wednesday is like a cross section and embrace of the heart of the angels in the full potency of the alignment of the whole month of that illuminated new moon, the full moon up level leading into, and if you look at that 27th, you see those two bottoms of the star there, those two legs. Imagine that as the two hands of the universe reaching out and saying, here it is, and calling that into your heart. So this is a profound week, and Wednesday is huge. Every day is huge. Look at these points of light. Look where they're radiating from. Look what they're going to. And then you get to the 30th, where it's a moment of literally a feeling of popping out into space as an out breath, and then really allowing to stay outside of the paradigm of all illusion on the 31st, so that at sundown, may your heart sing and dance. But let's talk about what that really means and why that's just so damn important. And to do that, I want to bring up the Ascended Numerology for October. So let's connect with that again. So let's go to that Ascended Numerology for October. So why is this so darn important in this moment right now? And the reason it's so important, and I'm sorry, this is too big. I need to see all the writing on it. Can we make it correct? Yeah, see, it's way too big. Forgive us. So here's why it's really important, guys, because the full moon up level, and this is what we were just talking about, and those two star legs are coming in this weekend, this Wednesday, right? That full moon up level left us where? October 20, 2021. And we have been there ever since, has left us, and we will stay here until November 1 at the 6th into the infinite. And if you look at the clock, of course, we know that 6 is what? That is that one point. It is the singular point on the clock where if you actually had to, you can do it all. And it's staring you in the face. And not only is that energy staring you in the face, it's got with it the power of the infinite that's just zooming out into the void and has left us there. And this is going to be one of those great ahas with tonight's lesson, and the timing of the unlocking of this lesson and the void that humanity is in when it is being delivered is mind-boggling. This is a lesson that's going to blow your mind tonight because of the timing more than anything. Yeah. And then you look at your body. Right. And if you look at the body and the way that the soul charting and the ascended numerological sacred sequences work, 6 is all about that balance of the second chakra, the balance of creation itself.
Well,
no, just breathe that in. The balance of creation itself. Do you get how important this week is? This is why Sunday the 31st is so freaking important. Because it's going to be a huge day of creation through the void at a moment where the energy of the planet goes pretty dark, even if it's just for fun.
Wow.
Just
Take a
breathe.
minute. As you notice on that chart, we are transiting in October, the infinite, many, many times. And
yeah, it's like a big, it's like bing, bing,
this,
bing, bing,
this
bing,
is
right?
the value, one of the
Right?
amazing values
Right?
of Ascended Numerology is
Yeah.
it takes into account which configurations are getting the cosmic boost.
Right?
When
Right?
we transit the infinite, we are collecting and gathering an energy that's outside of the cause and effect of the worldly experience.
Big
You're
time.
gathering something. And when that comes down here into the basket of creation, your second chakra,
Right.
we are rebalancing our creations.
At its core.
So consider the opportunity. You, I, we, humanity have an opportunity to utilize this energy with conscious intention to rebalance our co-creations.
Yep.
To bring forward a new homeostasis, a new harmony. And that only requires that we breathe, trust, and be conscious.
Yep.
And with that energy, the Ascended Numerology points us to say, pay attention. Because an opportunity is birthing through you.
That is so true. That is so true. So,
yeah.
You know, Shri, as you were sharing about that, you know, let's remind everyone as well, guys, two things you need to know. Number one, you really need to know that your divine mastery presence is the journey of 2022. The journey of 2022 is the ignition of the 12 points of the divine galactic blueprint for as many beings while they are carrying a body of form to actively, consciously step into the full mastery of the yoga of self-ascension, which I have been living full-time for almost 3 years now. Shri has been living full-time for almost 18 months now. This is something that is the first time we are able to bring forward. And so that is beginning November 7th, because that's how much the compressed time has come in. Remember, what was October also? Compression, right? Remember, it was all coming in. It was very, very powerful as that second gate is transiting into that third gate. And that third gate is busting open November 1, which means right now, between now and the 31st, everything that's been compressing will come to resolution. It must. It can no longer sustain the lies. And this is why going outside of the illusion of all of the definitions, the perceptions, all of that is a gift we give ourselves and consciousness itself this Sunday. And the gift we give the planet is to sustain that frequency through the entire cycle of 2022. Let us not forget, it is the culminating year of the Ascension Escalator. It is no surprise that this is the year. And as you see right here on this graphic, when the soul calls and love comes forward, there is a recognition that it is time to relax into the journey of divine connection to the blue star-born energy that sustains the oneness in the times of polarity. And this is why, you know, there's this sweet irony that Shri and I have lived long enough, we've slid timelines enough to be here to walk this with you next year. But that next year begins November 7th.
Yes.
And it begins really soon, and it's part of the journey. And that is the Mastery Present Soul Charting. And I do want to share with you that everything that we share, everything that we're discussing, the gift of Mastery Present Soul Charting and the science of Ascended Numerology is that it releases the doubt. You want to get rid of the doubt? I mean, you want to really stop doubting yourself. You want to really stop doubting everything. Then throw the original form of arithmancy that was designed for the utilization with eternal energy presences, right? Start remembering that. And that's what I am so excited that is the ignition of the mastery presence. And so that's included. That's part of the journey for 2022. It's a year where Shri and I will be personally with you, not only through the journeys, as there will be 3 very new journeys that you'll be part of during the year, but we'll also be with you every month, twice a month in small groups to really go deep with your issues, those of your experiences, what your mastery I am is doing, because you need support. To grow this way takes a village. And you need support, because more than once, and you all know it because you've been with us during this time, and Shri and I, as you know, model naked authenticity. I have walked those borderlands of sanity more than once. And there is a delicate balance, and you need support. And just as we shared with all of you when COVID began, and we are still here right now offering this service to the world every Monday, now going into our close to third year, we are here with you. And in 2022, it is the year of mastery presence. And for those of you that are really stepping up and saying, I see it, this is the time, it is the moment, then we're here. Yes. We're really here for you. And you're the people that we know we're supposed to be with. So we cannot accept a lot of people for this journey. So if you're interested, get an email out immediately to Sue at support@selfascension.com. And if you're watching us live, by tomorrow, you will have all this information on our website, shriandkira.com. Just go there and you'll see the graphics and you can click on the links.
You're going to want to enroll in the Ascended Numerology.
Because it's part of it, right?
And it's part of it. And once you're in there, you're going to get the notifications and the discounts and everything for the entire coming year. The thing I want to stress to each and every one of you is that conscious ascension, or the path of self-ascension, is a yoga. Yes. And the yoga means that you bring focused awareness and steadfast commitment and complete trust to the process. And in the process of that discipline, of that focus, you will bear the fruits of the practice. And one of the reasons that this year-long mastery program coming up for next year is so important is that we together are pushing or expanding the envelope of consciousness beyond what this planet has sustained in the past.
Beyond.
Let that in. Let that in, because the notion, many of you know the myths of Lemuria and Atlantis, etc. But each one of these civilizations had a moment, did it not, where it left, where it ended.
Because that's how we've done it before.
Let's do it differently this time.
And we're aware of it, right? That's the gift. And this is why we said Dias de los Muertes was part of what's going on this week right now, because the Dias de los Muertes down here is so big here in Ecuador that this year our president gave everyone an extra day off, right? So our beautiful staff have 5 days off. This is a time where we celebrate life, not death, where we remember the joy, where we go to where our loved ones are and we eat with them, we drink with them, we dance with them, we sing with them, we honor them for what we are now. And this is that infinite gift, that gift of knowing in whatever way the eternal experience of that which we are in this moment. And so this week, again, I cannot stress enough, and I'm going to put up the up-level calendar. Is it still up, Shri, that we can share it, or did you close it?
Let me take a peek.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I just want to remind you that this week, remember, it's like those angel wings that are coming in, and they're really starting already. It's really Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is just this beautiful week, extraordinary flexing of the blessing of all that is. Yet there are these rays of light that are emanating from the direct energy that came through all month long that has brought us to what the balance of the creation in its infinite moment. This is the perfect opportunity to step through all of the perceptions of reality and to let go of all of the limiting beliefs that sometimes we believe are expanded beliefs. Let go of all of the names and the labels and the way things need to be categorized. And invite yourself in this moment to experience the eternal smile of the one that you are as that 9th dimensional witness, fully illuminated with the humility of the totality of the recognition of the all, in the witnessing of that 7th dimensional being that non-judgmental presence that calls within the empowered alignment to be holding the strength for the fifth dimensional witnesser, holding the compassion for what is in the third dimension, and for that witness that is just opening their eyes to the potentiality of all of it. So as we take this blessing of this week of October, this culminating experience month, our final experience month of 2021, and we move into November, it's all about that final third boom, and it's coming right in on the first, and it's choice. It's all going to flow in November because everything's locking into place. All the choices are being made and all the flows are coming together, and it all happens in November because we need the awareness of December to make sure there is a January. And that's why the mastery divine presence experience, that's why the revelations of the totality and the truth of the 13, the truth of perfect balance, the truth of the blessing of the void must begin again within the hearts of those who are outside of the need of anything other than to be in the service of all. And this is a big week because it's really inviting the you that is called to service in any form to get really clear on how that service will look for you.